Now that we have AtScale Community Edition up and running, what I'd like to do is I'd like to run some queries against AtScale. So I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm here in the repo browser within AtScale. The repo browser is where all the source code for the models and the modeling effort is contained. And we're going to get into great detail on all of the different utilities and tools within AtScale. But like I said, I just want to show you real briefly how to get to the point of running a query, connecting that business intelligence tool and running a query. So here I am in my repo browser. I always love to point out this preview tool. This preview tool is going to give you a look at what the BI user is going to see when they open a business intelligence tool and connect to AtScale. Okay, and you're seeing here, all this has been set up by the modeling effort. In the AtScale Community Edition, we have included 3 models that we have already built with data behind them so that you can get right to querying very quickly. Okay, so there's the preview, and now what I want to do is deploy. This little rocket is the deploy tool. In order to query an AtScale model, you have to deploy it. When you build your own models in the future, in order to allow someone to query those, you're going to need to deploy. If you're working on a model, you're making changes, and you want those changes to be seen by the BI tool, you're going to have to deploy. Okay, so we haven't deployed this yet. I'm going to simply click the deploy button, and now AtScale is going through and preparing those models to be deployed. You see that deploy successful down there in the right corner. We're ready to go. I'm now going to click on the deployed catalogs tool, and I'm going to double click on SML models main, and you get all the connection information to use to connect a BI tool to these AtScale models. We got our JDBC, MDX, and ODBC and SQL connection strings. And then you can also download Tableau TDS files. A TDS is a Tableau data source. We can download those TDS files to connect with Tableau. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm running on a Mac. It's really just the easiest for me. So here I go. I'm going to click download. And now we've got the TDS file, and I'm going to open it up. This should cause Tableau to fire up. Now, when you log into your BI tool, you're going to use the username and password that you used to log into Community Edition. We just set up Community Edition, and when you did, it asked you to change the admin password, so you're going to need to use that new password. But here it is. Admin is the username, and whatever password you chose, okay. And here we are in Tableau. Now check it out. All the information here corresponds to this preview screen, right? Just like I said, you can see all the information from the preview screen that the BI user is going to see from the BI tool. So let's do it. Let's run a query. Here we go. I'm going to open up sales metrics, and I'm going to drag in sales amount. I just ran a query. Tableau took the query for sales amount sum and fired it against AtScale. And so now what we can do is we can jump into AtScale and we can look at a list of all the queries that have been run against this model. It's a very common practice to go back and forth, to go into your BI tool and then come back into AtScale. Look at the query, see what's happening, look at some details, look at the performance. Great. So that is querying AtScale Community Edition.